Hi guys, Caroline Havana back today to show you our laser fungal toenail treatment on one of our clients, Michelle, who has suffered with fungal toenail for the last 6 years, but has in fact seen over the last 2.5 years, because it's gone untreated, it's now spread into the rest of her toes. To see how Michelle gets on, watch the rest of this video. So can you tell me again, how did you get the fungal in the first place?
I put gel on my toes, and then because I was gone away on holidays, and I was gone away for like 2 weeks, came back, and then it was a few weeks that I still had it on the toes, and I was cleaning and banged my toe, and then the toe cracked in half on the nail bed. So I thought it was after damaging the nail, and then I just thought it would grow back. So it did grow back, but it didn't grow back the way it should have.
And what did you notice at first when the nail did grow back?
It was really short, and then it began to get real thick, and then it was changing. It was a different colour to the rest of the toenails. It was like a purpley, darky colour. So I thought it was like that after damaging it, and then it's only in the last while then it started to kind of spread into the other toes.
So that's very common, what you're saying happens. Any sort of damage, like even tight shoes, high heels, if you bang your toe, you can be prone to the fungal setting in once there's any sort of damage happening to the nail beds. But Hannah's looking after you today. She's definitely going to help improve that for you. How many toes are infected with the fungal?
I think 4 or 5.
4 or 5. So did you find that it contaminated the rest of the nails fairly quickly, or did it take a while for that to happen?
Well, because that happened like 6 years ago. So it's only in the last year that it's actually spread into your toes.
As a crossing over, okay. It's very common. It's very widespread. It can spread like even onto fingers, so something that you really need to be careful with. And what you're seeing is so common in people. It can happen through fitness, and we're seeing a huge increase in clients coming in now and having this treatment done because their feet are in shoes and they're sweating, and that's how it can occur as well. Very common, so you're not alone, definitely not alone on that. We're seeing clients, loads of clients every day having the treatment done. But the laser is very effective in removing it. There is, as you probably already know, just the medication, and there's the topical creams that can be used, but they're not as effective, and they can be very damaging as well on body organs and everything that the doctors are prescribing. So you'll definitely be seeing a good result with the laser. You may need a couple of treatments though in order to fully remove it. Do you find that it's stopping you from doing any activities, or is it affecting your confidence in any way?
No, it's just like I wouldn't wear like sandals. Like if I wear sandals, like I'd put polish on just to cover it up, because it is a bit, like it's just on one toe that it's kind of a little bit thicker, and it's a different colour compared to the rest. So I just always have polish on it, and that's obviously the worst thing to do.
Not necessarily. I mean, the polish is going to conceal it if you need to do anything, so that's not stopping any activities that you want to do. If the fungal's in there, it's going to live. Polish isn't going to make it any worse. The main thing is that you're just working on removing it.
Yeah.
Through either of the 3 forms, but laser obviously being the best form for you to undergo. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it feels fine.
Yeah, are you finding it painful so far?
Not really, it's just in 1 or 2 toes you can feel the heat, but it's fine other than that.
You know we're going to treat all toes though. Yeah, because of the cross-contamination, that we're definitely going to target anything that could be underlining in the rest that aren't even discoloured. Have you found the discoloration increased a lot over the time that you left it there?
And on the toe that I damaged, yes, but it's only literally only within the last few months to a year that the rest is kind of starting to go like a yellowy kind of colour.
Have you tried anything in the past?
No.
Nothing at all?
Because I thought I damaged the nail, and I was like, oh, it'll grow back. And then a guy said it's only in the last while that I started to spread, and that's why I was like, I need to get this sorted before it gets worse.
So you're finding it's becoming a real problem now?
Yeah. And then it's because one of my friends recommended, like I was going to go to the doctors and see what he said, but then one of my friends recommended laser. So it's just that's the best form to get rid of it.
So as you can see here, the energy is 70 joules, which is quite high. It's sent all in one pulse, so it's very direct, and what we're doing is we're going to target the fungal in the base of the nail bed, and it's going to destroy where the fungal lives to stop the discoloration in the nail and completely kill it off. So you're on now your 3rd pass, am I right, Hannah? Okay, so you're on the very last point now, so that's usually when you're going to feel it at the most. On a pain scale of 1 to 5, where would you say?
2.
A 2, so you're managing very well because your energy is very high, so fair play. first time round. You wouldn't be afraid to come back in again and have a second treatment then?
No.
No.
It is bearable, like it does only last for like a few seconds, but you can feel it, like, do you know what I mean?
So all done?
Yes.
That was easy, wasn't it?
Yes.
So the spray Hannah was telling you, you're going to use this every day? Okay. What are you expecting now from today's treatments?
I'm not really expecting anything from the first treatment, but I know it's not an ongoing process, but I just want to get rid of the fungal infection from, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you're going to have Michelle come back in what's your recommendation?
4 weeks time, yeah.
So 4 weeks time for another treatment, but hopefully we'll be seeing some progress at that point.
So I should start to see something, like, within the next 4 weeks? Or?
It takes time with the toes because the nail grows very slowly, so when it grows down, you'll start to see what we're looking for is a change on the new nail that's coming from just up at the very top here of where the cuticle is, is where we're going to look for the clear nail. We'll continue treatments until the end, until we have a clear nail right the way down the full surface. But nails on the feet grow a lot slower than the fingernails, so it's a bit of a patience game when having this treatment done. Okay, so I'm just going to have a look there a little bit closer. So this is the main one
That's
that
the
had
one,
burn.
yeah.
Okay, and what ones are you finding the infection is travelling through?
This one,
Yeah, okay,
and I
so-
think my baby toe as well.
Yeah, so it's very widespread.
Yeah.
But as you can see, it can pass from one foot over to the other, so it's important to treat all the
You see
nails.
the way, like, my baby toe covers underneath, so will that, like, is that really bad as well? Like,
No, the treatment is going to get down right into the base of the underneath the nail. So it's going to destroy from there because it's living underneath your nail. So what's happening on the surface doesn't really matter too much, but obviously if your feet are tied up in tight shoes or if they're sweating, that's an environment where the fungal is going to thrive. So obviously try and keep them free from that as much as possible. And it's all about your home care then with your clean socks and shoes, and keeping on top of your sprays will help towards the result of your treatments.
Okay, thank you.
So guys, you've just seen how Michelle got on with her laser fungal nail treatment. As I mentioned before, this condition is very, very common. A lot of people would have the condition and wouldn't even be aware of it. There is topical creams out there that are said to treat fungal nail, but let's be real, a cream that you're going to purchase for €5 or €10 just isn't going to remove the infection whatsoever. Doctors can prescribe you with medication that can put the infection at bay, but it doesn't get rid of it, so you're always going to be dealing with it. So laser is the best option to treat the infection because it's going to get right down into where the infection and the fungal is living underneath the nail bed, and it's going to destroy it from there. Once you see the clean nail coming down from the medulla, which is around the cuticle area, then you're on the right track. Here at Havana, we are the largest provider of laser fungal nail treatment in the whole country. If you would like a free consultation with either myself or one of our specialists, then feel free to get in touch, or you can pop into one of our 3 locations located in Dundrum, Swords or IFSC, where we can assess the area and recommend the best solution for you. If you have any questions in relation to the treatment, leave them in the comments below. I love interacting with people and getting back with any answers to questions that you might have. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more. And as always, feel beautiful, be happy, confidence is key.